In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the key 3 skills that you will only need to grow your business faster than 90% of the people out there. The best part? You don't require years and years of experience to get to see the results. If you're a beginner or you're on an intermediate level of running a business, these are the only skills you'll ever need to focus on so that you get to scale faster. And if you're interested, then let's dive in. The first skill you ever need to learn is sales and persuasion. So here's a simple fact that I want you to understand. If there's no sales, then there's no business. That's simple. Here's what I get to mean. If you're not making any sales in that business you're running, then trust me, what you have there is not a business. What you have is a perfect hobby. The best and the best of the entrepreneurs that I know of are not just good at building products. They are not just good at coming up with products. What they are great at is making and selling those products they've made. So here's how you get to do it. Here's how you get to start making it. Get to master the PASS framework, that is problem, agitation, and sales. Now here's the thing I've realized. Most beginner entrepreneurs or most beginner business people try and sell their products by just listing their features. But that's wrong. Next time you head into the marketplace and you're trying to sell your products, start using the PASS framework. That is, focus on the problem, agitate the problem, and then position your offer as a solution. Okay, so let me give you an example of how you can get to use this in real life. Suppose you're selling a productivity planner that helps people to stay focused and helps people to get things done. So here's how you point out or pinpoint out the problem part. So you would say, are you struggling to stay focused and get things done? Quite simple. Have you seen how it makes a difference than just you listing products? And then when it comes to the agitation, this is the part where you get to magnify how big the problem is. So the way you would do it, you would say, you're not alone. Many people out there waste lots and lots of hours on distractions and they never move forward. So I've agitated the problem, I've magnified the problem. Now here's how you get to do the solution bit, or how you get to position your offer as a solution. Yeah? You'd say, and that is why I've created this planner. It is going to force you to get back on track and move forward. If it is a meal planner or a fitness or health thing, you would say, and that is why I created this meal guide that is going to help you feed your way to fitness. Are you seeing how quick and easy that is? At least it's far better than you listing product lists and features. So that is how you get to do it. Next time you want to try to close some deals or make some sales, stop listing features and start using the PASS framework. Because with this, you're going to sell just anything, starting with coaching services, digital products, physical products, and you'll be able to sell anything that you ever wish to sell. The next thing you need to do under the sales and persuasion is to get to improve on your sales conversions. Here's what I get to make. One mistake most beginners get to make is try to talk too much. I made this when I was starting out. I was trying so much to convince clients to buy my products and all that. But that was a bigger mistake till now that I live to regret, because it costed me a lot of sales opportunities. And then after some time and going through coaching and all that, I got to learn that the best entrepreneurs don't just convince people, but they listen and ask questions. Selling is not all about convincing, but it's all about understanding what the client wants. So instead of you trying to talk too much, convincing the client of what to buy, how about you ask them questions first? Here's an example. Instead of you saying, here's my product, buy it. How about if you asked that client you're trying to target or you're trying to make a close, that what are the biggest challenges you're facing with product Z? Z is a representative of maybe health issues, a representative of financial issues, a representative of time management and productivity. The more answers you're going to get is going to help you find means of how you're going to position the offer, your solution to them, or position your product as a solution that gets to suit that problem they have. So I want you to understand one thing when it comes to sales conversion. Selling is not all about convincing, but it's about understanding what the client wants. And the best person or the best business that gets to understand that very well is the only business that is going to get to win. So don't snooze on that. Skill number 2 is content creation and distribution. Let's all agree that in today's business world, visibility is key. If no one gets to know you, then no one is going to buy from you. And that is why creating content in this era is so important. Because, I mean, if you get to create content that gets to live on the net, you're going to have a 24/7 salesperson that is out there working for you, even when you yourself, you're deep asleep. So here's how you can get started today with creating content and distributing it. You're going to pick one platform and go all in. Yeah? Don't try to be everywhere. I know that is the mistake I also made in the beginning. I wanted to be on Twitter, I wanted to be on Facebook, I wanted to be on Snapchat, I wanted to be on TikTok, I wanted to be on Threads, I wanted to be on Vimeo, I wanted to be everywhere, and that is going to cost you. So my advice is pick one platform and go all in, master it to the fullest. And here's my recommendations for you, a person who's trying to do this. If you so much fancy video, then please get to do the following. Get to focus on YouTube shorts or YouTube itself. Get to do Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok Reels. Get to do Snapchat, if at all they have Reels. So maybe, because I don't know about that, because I try to narrow my own thing. Yeah. Now, for you who is so much of writing than video, then here are my recommendations. Get to focus on X, formerly Twitter. Get to do LinkedIn. Get to do blogging, because that is where you're going to express yourself to the fullest. Don't focus on where your weakness is. Focus on where your strength is. So if you're a video person, I've already given you what the platforms to focus on. If you're the writers person, then I've also given you the platforms to focus on. The point is, just get started and expand as you master the platforms or as you go on with understanding the basics or grow your audience. And the second thing you need to do under the content creation and distribution is that get to post 3 to 5 times a day. This is so common. You can go check out my Twitter, Alan Chivuka. I post about 3 to 5 times a day. A day. And some of you might be thinking, like, no, how do I even get to be this? How do I even get to make the best out of this post? My friend, do not overthink your posts. Because what I've come to realize that most of you fail to make these posts because you want to go viral. And that is the mistake. So you spend so much time thinking of the only one post that you'll ever make to become viral. And let me hit the breaker for you. You are not going to become viral until when you master how these platforms work. That's why I was the view and the suggestion that get to pick one platform, go all in, and then master it. Only then that you get to diversify. And also, I beg, you do not need to go viral. What you really need is to become consistent with your posts. If you chose to post one post a day, then ensure that you're consistent at posting that every day for the next 6 months, at least. If it is 3 times, do that for the next 6 months. Most of you might be, maybe you're just agitating things, talking out of experience. You're welcome to go check out my Twitter account or from my X account. I post about 3 to 5 times a day. And you might be there asking, what am I going to post? What am I going to post? Let me give you some quick post inspirations or post templates that I want you to copy and start posting right away. The first post you're going to make is going to post about the 3 big mistakes that you encountered when you started your first business. Yeah? Maybe you don't have a business. Maybe you're a salesperson. Post about the 3 mistakes that you made when you tried to make your sale or your first sale. That is 1. 2, you're going to post about one biggest lesson that you've come to face or come to understand when you ever since you started your first business. Again, you might not have a business, you might be a sales agent, then you're going to post that one biggest lesson that you've come to learn in the times you become a sales agent. Yeah. So 3, you're going to post about how you manage to overcome a certain problem. That is from struggle to getting a win. How you struggled from zero to maybe 10,000. How you struggled from no clients to your first client. Is that too much for you to post? I believe if you've been in business for quite some time or you've been a sales agent for quite some time, these are no-brainers. And I believe you have a load because every day, every now and then, you're making mistakes. Every now and then, you're learning from those mistakes. And every now and then, you're achieving. Otherwise, if you aren't achieving, you wouldn't be in that business for quite a long time. That is why I'm suggesting you get to make posts about this. At least one post on the mistakes that you've made, one post on the biggest lessons you've learned from those mistakes, one post on how you overcame those mistakes to gain that first win. And let's do that every day for the next 6 months. And a pro bonus tip here is that there's going to come some time where you feel like you've run out of ideas. We all have that moment. But worry no more because there are hacks around it. And the first one is that if you're the kind of video guy or writers guy, then start utilizing AI in order for you to, avoid that creativity block. You can use ChatGPT for ideation. I've said it. Ideation, not copy and paste. Yeah. Ideate, brainstorm. That is the whole point of using AI. And the second thing, if you're still a writer or a graphics designer, start utilizing Canva for designs. Maybe you're a writer trying to come up with carousels for LinkedIn, carousels for Twitter or X. Use Canva. Is that now complicated? I mean, if it is, then probably visibility isn't something that you want to get. But remember, if no one gets to know you exist, no one's going to buy from you. And if they don't buy from you, then you don't have a business. All you have or all you're running is a hobby. Well, are you finding value in this video? If you are, please consider hitting the like button. It helps me and this video spread out to other people that really need to hear the message in these videos. Let's get back to skill set number 3. Skill number 3 is sales and automation. Let's be real for a moment. If you're running everything manually and you're doing it or you've done this for quite some time, then what you're running there is not a business. In fact, what you're running there is you're running yourself into the ground. Because what I've come to realize in this kind of time is that the smartest entrepreneurs out there do not do things manually. In fact, the smartest of all the entrepreneurs out there, they're trying to automate all the repetitive tasks they get to do daily so that they get to focus on growth matters. They get to focus on what gets to grow their business upwards. And probably you're asking yourself, where do I get to start off from? How do I even get to begin? Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. Because the first thing you'll ever need to do is get to set up the simplest lead capture system. Here's how you get started today in less than 10 minutes. Get to create or come up with the simplest lead capture system. Here's how. 1. Head over to Google and create a Google form or a landing page. Whichever is easiest for you to get done with it ASAP. The second thing you're going to do is come up with an offer. It might be something simple, something like download my free guide on 5 steps to wealth creation, or get to download my meal planner on how to feed your way to fitness. For my case, mine was quite simple. Download my free playbook on how to save time and grow your business. By the way, if you need it, I'll leave the link in the description so that you can get it. It's free of charge. Then the next step after creating your offer is to capture emails and follow up on those emails that you've captured. How? By keeping constant interaction or contact with them by providing value, or give free hack, give free tools, like keep the engagement through emails. All right. And the best tools for y'all who want to get done with this quick, already mentioned one, you're going to use Google, either Google Forms or Google Landing Pages. 2, you're going to use systems.io. You're going to use ConvertKit or Kits now currently, they rebranded. And you're also going to use MailerLite. for, email capture. So with systems, mail alert, or kits, all that can help you with capturing emails. Okay. One thing I want you to understand is that if you're not collecting leads, then you're leaving so much on the table for others to take. And the last thing under the automation is that you really need to start to automate your customer interactions. Because let's all agree, these can be quite tiresome. And for that reason, you don't need to be answering 100 questions, like same questions, each and every day of your life for 10 years. Instead, get to build or set up your WhatsApp board of FAQs, like frequently asked questions. So in that board, you feed in the questions and the responses. Feed in the 100 questions, feed in the 100 responses to that question, and then just put it out there. Then it becomes your, your customer inquiry client, your customer engaging client, or customer relations client. And two, you can get to use Zapier or Make to, save up all the Instagram, all the X or Twitter, all the DMs that you get to receive on emails into one Google Sheet. And when you get that done, answer those questions or get Zapier or Make, answer those questions to those clients. And that way you'll be able to automate those emails so that you don't get to waste so much time on answering the same 100 questions every day, but on getting how to provide new value to new clients, new value to new leads that get to come in. Yeah, and that way you're going to be ensured of constant growth of your business. Now, there you have it. If you get to focus on these 3 skills, that is all that you will ever need to grow your business faster than 90% of the people out there. And by the way, if you want to have my 13-day roadmap on how to implement these steps in a step-by-step process, then watch out for this next video.